For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
10-on-3, kick.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
2 and now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll go. Achane. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. handoff to Rodriguez. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Rodriguez, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got space past the 25, and they will finally get him down at the 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 68 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's still on his feet. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, 83 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen shoves him away. And they want this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On play action, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zaven Collins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. But I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This is 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away. even bigger plays in the passing game.
Tua now on first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shakir hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 62 yards. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills getting set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the stronger safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Scotty Miller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And ever been played. All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They give to Achane on the option. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the 8. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets away from 1. He's got the first down and more. Still on his feet. Still shedding tackles. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They've gone to their full, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone when things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And my goodness, another interception.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Throw caught by Achane.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then
touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis, 30 yards.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
155 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On third down, Achane.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Bills ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.